Hey everyone, this is Bernie. Welcome back to our little series we're doing, leveling a new character from 1 to 10. Thank you very much if you've stuck around this far. I know we've covered a lot of different stuff, and um, the goal tonight is to not do so much of that, not do so much of like the really boring narrative part, where we're talking about game systems and game mechanics. And really, what this video is we're just gonna, quest away. I'm gonna try to play as I get through this as fast as I can. Basically, get from level 5 to 10 in one sitting, just so you can kind of see. This last little bit is we just want to do gameplay. I'm not really going to mention the mechanics all that much. I may talk about things here and there. As you can see, with Lotro, one of the things you do get login rewards. Um, every day, and that's where your mithril comes in. So we'll just open the silver one, and you get a gift. So here I got a rejuvenation potion. That's fine. Uh, let's do this. Um, yeah. So you can see there. Here's like a quick access, and then Hobbit presents. So you get a present every day. Um, all right. So we got our champion. We're heading over to the hunting lodge. And we're just going to kill anything that moves that's in our way. So we are a champion. And oh, so that was interesting. You can see, notice if you notice that my character kind of slowed down a little bit, and he actually was debuffed. Um, there was a little icon there. I didn't get to see what the actual spell was. Oh, excuse me for a second. I want to cough in the mic. So I learned a couple things from uploading those videos. One is you actually can't hear the sound of the gameplay, but you can hear the sound of the cutscenes, which is the exact opposite of what I hear on the um, when I played the game. I don't know why, and I figured it wasn't really that important to investigate all that much. Um, and I'll probably figure it out later, but for right now, we're just gonna kind of get going here with these quests. Let's go through the door. We'll do a little bit of chatting. How are you today? And all right, so a quick narrative: John Brackenbrook was kicked out of Archit because his dad didn't believe him, um, and now the Calder Cobb has kind of shown that he's um, a little bit of a not nice guy. His dad wants John's help to protect Archit from the black guards or black walls. Um, finishing up leveling to 10 and these shooting vid for the course. Um, One quick thing. We talked about consumables. I think in episode 6. I can't. They all kind of blur together for me because it was like one gameplay session I had to break up. There's a third type of consumable that is food. It gives you a status buff. So here you can see I got fried mushrooms from a quest. It gives me. It's an on-use. If you look at the tooltip for the item, you get 5 fried mushrooms, item level 5. On use, excuse me, you get +3 agility. It lasts for 20 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and use that. And um, so we have our first buff, and you can see trail food, +3 agility, duration 20 minutes. So now we're going to go in here and we gotta go beat up on some dudes. If we look at our map, go back over here. I'm just gonna swim across this. The one nice thing is I have to say that I installed the high def packs, and the water effects are pretty cool. Alright, so we need to find some bandits. So basically we're looking for red dots on our map, and there's one there. We're gonna turn our auto attacks on. And we'll just kind of loot as we go. Oh, that was weird. Okay, this is very weird. Why am I too far away? Okay. That's buggy. That's weird. Okay, that was kind of weird. So I had him targeted. It wouldn't let me do any of my abilities, but I pulled him. What I did was I ran away from the spot, pulled that NPC away, and all of a sudden I was able to do. Strange. Alright, so we got 2 of the 4. Three of the 4. We're just kind of loot as we go. Let's mess with both of these. Alright, and that's 4 of the 4, so we need to gather some information. We gotta go into Blackwall's Roost. So here we're just gonna go in and I'm just killing everything. That's how I roll. So I do have a debuff. What do I have? Crippled. So the wolf put a debuff on me that slowed my run speed and slowed my but it only lasted for a little bit. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna steal the Blackwall plans, and we're gonna run back out. Because I don't have any sound, or I'm gonna try to narrate this as much as possible, because I don't have you can't hear the the game sound. So instead of just and well, you can't hear the game sound, and I really can't put music over the top of it because I don't have access to any uh, any non-copyrighted music at this point. So what I'm just gonna do is kind of narrate as best as possible and keep it as interesting as possible. I'm gonna talk a little bit faster than I did in my previous videos and try to keep it a little bit more lively. We're not going to go into, like I mentioned before, we're not going to go into a lot of in-depth discussions about mechanics. Um, I will try to describe kind of what I'm doing or what's going on. Um, I'll do that a little bit. I'll try to do that a little bit better than I did. But like I said, I'm just trying to fly through these, get through these quests so we can get to level 10, so you can kind of get an idea of the gameplay. Alright, so we've got our new quest. We can do traits, outfits. Now that we're level 6, so and then get some path. Alright. So if we go to J, so okay, I guess one thing I should talk about. Every class has at level 6 you can start choosing between one of basically 3 class traits or skill trees. We have race traits, virtue trees. These are all just abilities that I'm going to take a wild stab here and say these are all just things that help enhance your particular class's gameplay or your particular character's gameplay. And as you level up, you're going to get points that you stick into these panels or these. So let's take a look here real quick. The champion can be a martial champion, damage soaking tank who prefers offense. Okay, we definitely don't want to do that. The berserker, single target crit base melee damage, or the deadly storm AoE. So as we talked about before, in I think both in video 1 and in video 2, you can become a tank who prefers offense over defense. This might be interesting. The martial champion. I might actually play this. Where you become a tank. Then you have a berserker chain where you're a big single target. Looks like it's a single target or one mob at a time kind of skill line, and then deadly storm where you're dealing AoE damage. So you're kind of you kind of want to attack a bunch of targets at the same time. I'm trying to decide. Actually, I'm not going to. I need to think about it for a minute about what I want to do. All right, so we got a quest, and we talk to the dwarf. We take a nap, and so I'm not sure if you can hear the audio, but basically we're in a dream state. We're talking to Galadriel. She's come to visit us in her dreams. and we get to take a look at her mirror. She's kind of being a little forward, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so I think that was the Witch King. And Mr. No Man Can Kill Me. Oh, hey, it's Mr. Balrog. Do that. None shall pass. You have to say that was probably the most epic part one of Peter Jackson's trilogy. None shall pass. And Gandalf gets up there with a staff, and he and the Balrog go at it. That was cool. So, alright, so basically, Gladriel's given us, so let's see, Rohan, there's Wormwood, or Wormtongue, I always forget his name. Let's go ahead and skip this cinematic. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Basically, Gladriel kind of shows you some of the things that go on. So you see the Fellowship in Moria. You see there's a Wormtongue and Rohan. You see the Witch King building up his armies. I did use the bedroll to get some rest. Alright, so let's go over here and I might have to do that cinematic again. Okay, if I have to do cinematic again, I'm just gonna I'll stop recording, and yeah, there's no need to. Oh, hey, we got a new ability. I didn't see that. Wild attack, powerful melee. So what does it need? Costs 6 power. Alright, let's do. So we're gonna do 2. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we got a new attack, which is wild attack. Powerful melee attack followed by a quick offhand swipe. So it costs 6 power but adds 1 to fervor. So what we can do is now we can start kind of chaining abilities. So we have our our standard Swift Strike, which costs 15 power, adds 1 to Fervor, and then Wild Attack, which costs 6 power, adds 1 to Fervor. So we can do Swift Strike to gain a Fervor, follow it up with Wild Attack, and that will give us our 2 Fervor, so we can then do Savage Strike. So we're going to kind of start chaining abilities together, and you can kind of see how these mobs, they don't stand a chance, because that's how we roll. And we're just going to start looting all the stuff. Again, Swift Strike, Wild Strike, I'm sorry, Sudden Strike, Wild Strike, Swift, and Savage Strike. It's a whole lot of striking. I think my character is in a, I think old Bernieric was I think he was a union organizer in a previous life, because he's doing a lot of striking. So again, kind of as I go through here, I'm just tab targeting. Kind of see, I got just going through, and I'm just kind of wiping out these spiders. So one thing I didn't talk about, I'll mention here is, so it looks like in Lotro you do what's called ability queuing. So you kind of see, if you notice, I don't know how well you can see it, but on my taskbar, when I hit, let's say Wild Attack, you get the kind of the green border. It's letting you know the animation's going. Oh, let's just be crazy and let's get a bunch of them together. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're being... Now that was fun. So we're kind of gathering these guys up. I want to see how many I can get at one time. Do an AoE. Well, that's on cooldown. Do another AoE. Oh, that was cool. That was fun. So you can kind of see that my health, or my morale, took quite a bit of a dip there. So I got to kind of be careful about how many I pull. But yeah, that was definitely, we kind of rounded those dudes up, didn't we? So like I was saying about ability queuing. So it looks like, so you hit an ability and you have that green border that goes around the ability icon on your taskbar, or on your action bar, and what that basically is, again, we're going to start doing some. Let's just run around, tab target. Let's round these guys up. And the green icon is basically letting you know that there's I do not like that. I'm not waving them. That an animation is occurring, so you kind of see when you do certain abilities, you'll see either your character will do something different. But if you press, like during animation, if you press another ability, it looks like it queues up. So it waits until that animation's done, and then it does the next ability after the animation's completed. so it doesn't look like you have what's called animation canceling. Hey, gray's good for me. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go to the town. Oh. Oh. Let's hold on before we. Alright, so we gotta complete. Well. Okay, so it looks like because I canceled out of the cinematic that didn't give me it didn't count me for completing that quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording here. I'm going to redo that cinematic, and then we'll pick up right from where we left off.